Project pricing is a key component to all projects. Let's take a look at how we define project cost prices and sales prices. Project transactions include a cost price, a sales price, or potentially both. The cost price is the price per unit that is charged to a project. From a cost perspective, it is not important if the transaction will be invoiced to a customer or not. If a customer will be invoiced for transactions, a sales price is specified per unit. Sales prices are not used for fixed price type projects or any of the internal type projects. But they're very important for time and material because when you bill your customer, you're defining that sales price and at a per unit level, and that's how you're going to be billing. Cost price and sales prices can be specified generically at the category or employee level, also the role level, or more specifically on a project. Specifying them generically helps standardize pricing, removing the need for users to determine costs and sales prices at the time of transaction entry. So basically, if we look at the second bullet that I have here, are the cost price form. So basically you can define cost prices, which is the cost incurred for whatever transaction type you're posting to the project. If you're going to incur costs with any labor that's booked towards the project, AX has a table where you define all the different rates that you can have. So there's quite a few different fields within this rate form, which we're looking at right now, and it will go find the appropriate combination and pull the appropriate rate. So the first thing to note is there's effective date. That's the first column that we're looking at. So you can have multiple effective dates. So you can say, yeah, it's effective of 1/1/2013, but if there's another category combination, the exact same category combination or exact combination of any of these fields with a different rate or different date, it will pull the latest effective date. Then we have roles, which is a new column that was added. So roles are basically a way of grouping resources. So each resource can have one specific role assigned to them, and then you can set up a rate at the role. Or you can have resource specific, so this would be an individual rate. And then effective labor rate, that's a feature that we'll talk about a little bit later in the advanced modules. You can set up a rate at a customer account level, so if you have a project associated with any customer, you can have a specific cost rate associated with them. A contract, that's a little less granular than the customer account level. A contract is basically at a customer level, yes, but it's only for specific projects that fall under that contract. And then you can have the category level, which is pretty common, where you set up cost rates at the category level. Or you can have a combination too, like you're seeing in the form that we're looking at. So we basically have resources, and then that specific resource, if they do PM work, it's a $190 rate. And then the final two are the project ID. So if you want to have rates, cost rates defined at a specific project level, you can, or at a group level, you can. So you can define a price group at a contract level or a project level, and then you can define the rates at a group level, basically. And we'll take a look at that when we get into the demonstration. And then sales price is the same concept. You have a form where you can go define all your different sales prices. They have effective dates. They have all the different columns, and you can notice that there's the valid for, so there's the all, group, and table level pricing. But so you can define all, which means it's applicable for all projects, group, which means it's applicable for a group of projects, or table, which means it's applicable for a specific project. And then we have the exact same fields that you're seeing, but you can also define, there's two additional fields that you're seeing here, sales currency, so you can have rates at specific currency levels, and then the sales price model. And the last slide, which is after our demonstration, I'll talk about sales price models specifically. The one that you're seeing in the form that we have set up is quantity, which just means per quantity, this is the price. So if you have a quantity of 1, it's $300 per unit. But there's a few different sales price models that I repetitively got questions on, and I'll define those out for everybody. And then price groups. Price groups are something that you can assign to either at a contract level or a project level, and basically you can assign rates at the just only sales rates at the price group level. And we'll look at setting up a price group and defining some rates. So one note here is that project transactions with the type item, they don't pull their costs and sales prices from the project module. They actually pull their rates from trade agreements and the properties of the released products. So all that is done in the product information management module, or if you're using trade agreements too, it will evaluate trade agreement pricing